And this is something that, yes, men and women who want to improve, you can also use to help you as a tool. Because, I mean, honestly, who really wants to suck on silicone dildos or silicone pocket pussies? They don't taste good, but a peach does. And a peach actually does kind of resemble the vulva. So we're going to talk about anatomy first on this before we get into technique. So this very top here, where you would typically see the stem of the peach, we're going to make this the clitoris, all right? This part is a little hard, so when you are using your tongue on it, it may scrape a little bit, but you can always take a knife and kind of dig that out and make it a lot softer. Now you want to use a peach that isn't too unripe. You want to use one that's like kind of in the middle. So I cut this one yesterday and it was a little hard, but after letting it sit out for a day, it's a little softer, and you can see it's getting all juicy and moist. Yes, yummy. So right here, this thick part of peach, this is going to be the labia majora. So these are the large lips that you see on the outside of the vulva. Yummy. And then this very inner rim right here, before you get to this part, these are going to be the labia minora. So the small lips, the folds of skin that many of you like to allude to being pieces of Italian beef or shredded beef or lunch meat. Y'all so funny with these memes, but those flaps of skin that can sometimes hang below the labia majora, they're called the labia minora, and they are very sensitive as well. When you are down there and you're licking on a pussy, when you're licking on a vulva, when you're licking on the lips, don't forget these. Don't forget those lips on the inside, because they are extremely sensitive. Okay, so what do we have here? Clitoris, outer lips, inner lips. The urethra's here. It's a little hole that I poked in with my nail, and this hole here where my finger's going to slide into, this is the vagina. All right. She tastes sweet. Now this is the thing, right? I know a lot of men who like to, or men who attempt to eat the coochie. You guys go straight for the vagina and do this. You stick your tongue in repeatedly. That's not necessary. And it's two reasons why. Number one, I mean, some women can get stimulation from that because the opening of the vagina is very sensitive. But also what you're doing is you're introducing new bacteria from your mouth into the vagina. And so sometimes that can cause infection later on. Before you go down in general, you need to make sure that you brush your teeth and make sure you rinse well with an antiseptic mouthwash. So Listerine would work perfectly. All right, because if you are going to be sticking your tongue in the vagina, if that is your preference, or if that is the preference of the young lady, then definitely make sure your mouth is clean. All right, but this is not where you need to focus when you're eating a woman out. This is not where you need to focus. The vagina, you should only be putting your fingers there or your tongue if it's long enough to reach the G spot, but we'll talk about that later. All right, so this is the key. The clitoris is the key to a woman's orgasm. If you stimulate the clitoris in the right way in the surrounding areas, a woman will be brought to an orgasm. The reason why many of you out there are not good at eating pussy is because your tongues are weak and your lips are weak, right? You should be able to point and flex your tongue at any time without using the rest of your mouth. Your tongue is a very strong muscle. So you want to start with some tongue stretches. Poke your tongue out and poke it out. You want to make it flat, and then you want to poke it out. You want to make it into a point again. And you want to do this exercise like 5 times. So I'll show you what it looks like. Point it out. Okay, that was 6 times, but still, you get it. You want to make it pointy, and then you want to make it flat again. Because your tongue should be able to flick up and down and go all around. You know what I mean? And don't just use the tip of your tongue doing this the entire time. asking if that feels good. It does not feel good. There is more to stimulating a clitoris than just little licks. You have an entire tongue. Some guys have longer tongues. Some guys have fatter tongues. Use the fullness of your tongue. So one technique that I want to teach is it focuses on the lips. I don't have a name. Basically what you want to do is take the tip of your tongue and you want to outline the outer lips on both sides